Good morning. I want to thank everyone for being here on this important no refusal campaign that we started in 2015. I want to thank all the law enforcement officers, all the agencies, for always cooperating without any hesitation. I want to thank my staff. I want to thank the office for everything that they've done during the no refusal campaign. But it's not just about the no refusal campaign. It's about everything that the office has been doing in efforts to try to save a life. But we understand that we can't do it by ourselves. We've tried so hard these past years to prevent, to bring awareness, to convict, to help our victims. We've tried so hard, and we're not going to stop. We're going to keep doing what we can to be able to save that one life. I can tell you that the chief of police that are here, all the agencies, all the officers, they've been doing everything that they can throughout their years to be able to take that person off the road, to try to avoid someone losing their life. I want to say that we've been successful these past years. Unfortunately, there have been lives that have passed because of a person or individual that takes that risk and gets behind the wheel intoxicated. I want to thank Ms. Garcia, who's here with us today. Ms. Garcia, thank you. It takes a lot to be here with us today. I want to thank you for your bravery. We're sorry for what you've gone through in your family in losing your son, Germán Hernandez. And ma'am, that's why we're here today, because we don't want any more lives to be lost, especially by someone who's intoxicated, especially by someone who knows what they're going to do that day, that night. They know that they're going to go to a barbecue. They know they're going to go to an event. They know they're going to drink, which some say, I have the right to drink. That's fine, but you don't have the right to kill someone. You don't have the right to get behind a wheel intoxicated and kill someone. That's where we come in. On this no refusal, if it's a legal stop and there's probable cause to make the arrest and to get a search warrant, we're going to do that to get that person off the road. And the consequences for that person, there's many consequences on their families, on their lives, on their jobs. Will be prosecuted, could go to jail. Those are the consequences. So today again, we are here all together, and I thank the County Judge Ramon Garcia, the County Commissioners who are here with us today. Thank you for your support, because again, it takes all of us to be able to make a difference. It takes the media to help us bring this awareness, to tell the community that we need their help. We can't do it by ourselves. We will try again to do everything that we can within our power to be able to avoid losing a life. But we need the help of our citizens. We need the help of our community to be able to pass this on, to be able to talk to their friends and family members and tell them we have to be more responsible. Lives matter. Myself, everyone up here, everyone here, we share the same roadways. We share the same streets. Your children drive the same streets that we do. Your brother, your mother, your father. Do we care about them? Yes, we do. We care about every citizen in this county, especially our loved ones. So why can't we be more responsible? Why can't we think about those things before we make the decision of getting behind a wheel and causing so much damage, so much injury, so much hurt? So I am asking, along with everyone here, who you'll hear in a few minutes from, We are asking that we come together. You know, unfortunately, you see the things that are going on in Houston and the state of Texas. It's unfortunate that so many people have been affected by this hurricane. But do you see the community coming together? Do you see the people coming together to help? The citizens, the agencies, law enforcement, advocates, you see them coming together for one purpose: to help those in need, to save a life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's no different here. We need to protect our communities. We need to protect our children. But we have to do it together. We live in a culture where we have this attitude that, why did you talk like that to my brother? Why did you talk like that to my child who's in school? Why did that teacher treat my child that way? We live in that culture where we react quickly. Why? Because we care about our kids. You know, we care about our family. We should react the same way. Today, when we hear Ms. Garcia, well, she'll come up today. This is her son. She will tell you, she's going to tell you how much she misses her son. We go through this every day. We have to knock on doors. We have to tell victims, the family of victims, that their son or daughter or mother or father passed away because they were stopped behind a red light, minding their own business, trying to go home or get home from work, trying to go to work, minding their own business, following the law. And here comes someone from behind who slams them from behind and kills them. What fault do they have? None. They don't. So it is our responsibility and it is our duties, again, to do everything that we can to be able to save a life. And again, Ms. Garcia, le acompaño su pesar. Right? He's not here, but he's missed, and I know he's here in spirit. Okay? So again, I ask all of the community, all our citizens, I ask our media, please remind everyone how important it is to be responsible, to care about someone's life, to think before you get behind the wheel. And again, thank you all the chiefs, all the law enforcement agencies, all the officers that are here. You know, we couldn't do this without their support. So if someone wants to take it as a threat, so be it. Take it as a threat. We are within our legal confines to do our job. And we're going to use the law to enforce the law. All right? So again, you have every right, once you're stopped and there's probable cause, to say no, but not during Labor Day weekend. If there's enough probable cause, we will seek a search warrant, we'll draw blood, and that'll help in prosecuting that case. So thank you again for being here, ladies and gentlemen. We really appreciate your presence. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to our sheriff from Hidalgo County, Eddie Guerra.
Thank you, Rick. Good morning. I want to, first of all, thank our news media partners for attending this press conference. And a special thanks to our family of law enforcement agencies for their solidarity in this message of public safety as we kick off the third annual No Refusal Labor Day weekend in an effort to crack down on drunk driving. The scourge of drunk driving is something of an epidemic. It's just not statewide, but nationally. In Texas, someone is injured or killed in an alcohol-related accident every 20 minutes. Holiday periods, including Labor Day, continue to be the most dangerous time for Texas motorists in our community. The Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, along with all law enforcement agencies across the Rio Grande Valley, across the state of Texas, and along with various states throughout our country, will be enforcing a no refusal initiative leading up to the Labor Day holiday. This initiative will begin Thursday, August 31st, and will run 24/7 until Tuesday, September 7th, 2017. This no refusal initiative is an effort by law enforcement agencies to crack down on drunk driving during periods of notoriously high alcohol consumption. It is designed to help keep intoxicated drivers off the roads and to protect other travelers who have the right to travel safely and free from these dangerous drivers. We want to keep the public safe by encouraging drivers to make responsible decisions. Our main objective in this effort is to prevent loss of life. A quick decision to drink and drive can have lifelong consequences, not only for the intoxicated driver, but for the other motorists who fell victim to the dangerous driver's poor decision to drive while impaired. I have seen firsthand the devastation this kind of tragedy causes family. Children left without parents. Parents who lose a child. Spouses who lose their lifelong partners. All because an intoxicated person made the irresponsible choice to get behind the wheel. We are continuously focused on preventing lives from being lost. Last year, my office made 11 arrests of persons who were driving intoxicated during last year's no refusal period. This year, we hope our community makes the responsible choice not to drive if they're impaired in any way. But again, for those who don't, we will be actively searching and enforcing a no refusal policy. And during this period, judges will be assisting law enforcement officers with blood draw warrants on suspects who refuse to submit to blood alcohol content testing, which is required by state law. If a driver doesn't voluntarily give a blood sample or take a breathalyzer test, a warrant will be issued that gives law enforcement officials the authority to collect a sample in spite of that person's objection. There is nothing wrong with celebrating with friends and family, but we strongly advise to plan ahead, designate a sober driver ahead of time, and find alternative forms of transportation, such as public transit, taxis, or rideshare, or call a friend or get a family member to bring you home safely. Please help us ensure that the safety of this community. Please be responsible. Do not drink and drive. It is ugly, it is humiliating, it is costly to get behind the wheel intoxicated. It's simply just not worth it. Thank you all again. Thank you very much. Rick, I want to thank you for your leadership in this. I want to thank you and your staff for this initiative that you started 3 years ago. I know it's not an easy task, but again, we join the district attorney and all law enforcement agencies in this message. Thank you all very much.
Good morning to everybody. Herman Alejandro Hernandez was my youngest child. He was 16 years old when an impaired driver took him from us on October 4th, 2016. Herman was not even on the road. He was walking around in what should have been a safe place. Yesterday was the start of what should have been his junior year in high school, but he isn't here anymore. His life cut short because of someone's decisions to drive while under the influence. Please think before you decide to take the wheel while impaired. Papito, I miss you a lot. We all miss you. Love you, baby.
just want to thank everyone again for being here, especially Ms. Garcia. Ms. Garcia, thank you very much for being here with us. And thank you for your words. Again, I want to stress to everyone and to the public and to your community to please help us pass on this message. And please help us keep our community safe, keep our children safe, our families. And I also want to recognize, I know that you heard from some of the chief of police, but I also would like to recognize Chief of Police from Sullivan is also here. Thank you for being here. Chief of Police from Peñitas is also here. Chief of Police from Palmview is also here. Obviously you heard from Chief Dominguez and Chief Rodriguez also as well. Thank you, Chief Yescas, for being here as well. Chief from Alamo is here. Chief from Edinburgh is also here with us. I'm not sure if I missed anyone else, but all the other, again, law enforcement agencies and officers that are here, thank you again for your presence and for everything that you do. So again, our hearts and our prayers go to those individuals who are up in Houston and in that area, and we continue to pray for those families as well. So again, thank you very much for being here, and God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you.